Good morning, Cyber Warriors. I want to do a quick follow-up to two different videos that I've done before. The first one is the Command Prompt NetStat, and the second one is the PowerShell for Get NetTCPConnection. What I'm going to do is show you how to filter for the executable results very quickly and identify what needs to be researched in your hunt mission. All right, let's take a look. All right, so to get started with this, we need our individual command prompt with the administrator rights. The command we're going to run is netstat-abno. And you see that the process information is on an individual line. It doesn't match everything else. So in order to pull this up, we're going to pipe it to find exe. This brings up a whole bunch of things, and it's in a jumbled order, makes it difficult to read. So let's actually pipe that to sort. Now we have the information. It's there. It's a lot easier to read. However, we still have a problem with it. There are pages of results to go through. You don't want to do this manually. So what you want to do is you want to start excludes. And an easy way to do excludes is using findstr. We use find to pull something up or find something to exclude explicitly. But if we want to find and exclude multiple things, we want to use findstr, find str, and I for ignore case, v to exclude. This is its operator to tell it to ignore the results. And then r in order to bring it up so that it is regular expressions. So the way that findstr uses regular expressions is a bit unusual, especially if you're used to something like grep. It uses a space as the delimiter. The delimiter is the way we differentiate between one column and another column, or one item and a second item. So what we're going to do is we're going to exclude service host because we know we don't need that. We're going to do a space. We're going to get rid of razor because we know we don't need that. And then we're also going to get rid of Chrome because we also don't need to look at that. We know what those are. We know what they're listening for and what they're doing. So let's go ahead and hit enter and let's take a look. This is a lot smaller list. It's a lot easier to go through and manage. It's almost one single page. We can actually add MS Edge if we want, or we can add the search app if we want, depending on what we want to do. But this allows us to bring this up to where we can actually see it very quickly, very easily, and it helps. All right, so next up we have PowerShell. And what we're going to do is we're going to borrow a bit of code that we had in a previous video. It's right there. Don't worry about that because I will include it in the description. You don't need to have it from the previous video. It will be right there for you. So hit enter and a quick little coffee break because coffee is life. All right, so now we have our variable TCP results. And we're going to select the field process name. And we're going to give it the argument unique, only spelled correctly. You see that all of the results are easy to see. It's there. It's all one page worth of list, but it's a little jumbled. It's a little awkward to look at. So we're going to pipe that to sort. It's still jumbled. It's a little awkward still. Why is that? Well, the reason is because it's sorting off the very first column of information from TCP results, which we're not actually looking at. That's hidden from view from us, but not for the actual window itself and the command for sort. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to sort by process name. And there, now all of that information is a lot easier to read. Don't you agree? Yeah, well, that's it, Cyber Warriors. That's all I have for this video. We talked about using Command Prompt and NetStat and PowerShell with Get NetTCPConnection, and how to use different means of filtering and sorting that information to pare down what is a large amount of unstructured data into something that is manageable. So I hope this all helps. Happy hunting.